Oh my goodness, I didn't see you there. Oh, well, I was just sitting down for some tea and cookies. And you obviously caught me dancing. The Garden of Delight by Sisters of Mercy. Speaking of those three things, actually, tea and cookies go really well together. And I actually have something that has to do with plants, which you might find in an exotic garden, maybe. I also happen to have a very random, super convenient PowerPoint presentation on this topic. The technology is great, right? Nepenthes, bicalcarata, and Camponotus, schmitzi, the friendship that keeps on giving. It's less of a friendship and more of a symbiotic relationship, which means that there's two species, one of which benefits at least, sometimes both do. And in this case, both of them do because they take part in a mutualism. So that's wonderful. Nepenthes bicalcarata, which is a pitcher plant, will secrete nectar from the top of its pitcher from two thorns that are protruding, and this will draw in prey. Camponotus schmitzi, which is his ant symbiont, will hide underneath its peristome, or the lip on the pitcher, and it will wait for other ants to come by so it can rip it apart and drop any of the remnants that it cannot eat into the pitcher. Any insects that get past Camponotus schmitzi tend to fall in due to the slippery sides of the pitcher plant's pitcher. And Camponotus schmitzi will then usually climb down into the pitcher, swim in the fluid to the prey that has just fallen in, rip it apart, and still leave the rest for the plant. So it's really interesting because not very many ants swim in pitcher fluid, especially to kind of like chew up something else's dinner. Why is this important? So the ants make it a lot easier for these plants to digest food because they have a weaker acidity level of about 4.9 pH as opposed to a 2.5 or 3.0 in other species. And the ants also receive a steady source of food. They get to eat first before the plant even does, and they get to live there. So they don't have to worry about having to be eaten by something else in search of food or get trampled. So there's a lower rate of death. And the pitcher plants also receive a higher rate of nitrogen from these ants helping them. And in turn, this creates a increase in foliage, and it also creates a higher rate of pitcher production. So